Well, Cheryl, Rob, Henry Kissinger was a pioneering diplomat whose fame rivaled the presidents that he served. He was the first Jewish Secretary of State, a post he held in the Nixon administration, while also serving as National Security Advisor, and he stayed on as Secretary of State under President Ford. Henry Kissinger will be remembered as one of the most powerful secretaries of state in U.S. history. As President Richard Nixon's top diplomat, he steered American foreign policy through many momentous turns. As the Vietnam War raged, for example, Kissinger advocated the controversial Christmas 1973 bombing of the North. At the same time, he was secretly negotiating with Hanoi and eventually shared a Nobel Peace Prize after a ceasefire was signed. Also in 1973, when Arab states attacked Israel, Kissinger used shuttle diplomacy, traveling endlessly between warring parties to broker a peace pact.
In no area of the world is it more difficult to promote a just and lasting peace than in the Middle East.
Kissinger also helped to author the START nuclear arms treaties as part of a policy of détente with the Soviet Union. But Kissinger's signature foreign policy coup was secretly engineering President Nixon's trip to China in 1972, stunning the world as Nixon recognized the communist government of Mao Zedong. And through the years, he was controversial, accused by some of brutality in Vietnam and Cambodia, of being soft on apartheid in South Africa, and of supporting a right-wing coup in Chile. Henry Kissinger lived to be the nation's foremost elder statesman who spent a lot of his later years defending his record. He leaves behind his wife of nearly 50 years, Nancy, and a son and a daughter. Rob?
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.